Okay, so I think I can be heard clearly. Um, I'm gonna make some videos, really simple. I'm gonna try to link them to Twitter, but in terms of fighting games and stuff, right? I want to make a game, and I want to try to do it on either Roblox or Unity, but I don't always have internet, so it's not like I can just sit there 24 hours doing it. Like I need to schedule the time and then try to do as much as the design as I possibly can. Right now, I'm just making Unity sprites, and I've been trying to get the videos screen recorded so that I could have the videos and breakdowns and explanations on how to code certain things in Roblox, also in Unity. But I'm gonna try and just record me asking some questions about specific things. And since I can't actually develop a game on my own, if you were able to design a game and you take the information that I leave in these videos, well, you can design the game. I don't really care. But what I want to do is get information on how to design this stuff and then try to make it. And then I want to spend time every chance that I get trying to make the game. The actual idea of the game is pretty simple, right? So in all of these videos, I'm going to be explaining what I want to make, and eventually I might have actual pictures and drawings of what I actually want to make. So for this first video, I'm going to talk about something specific that I want in the game, and I have no idea how to code it. I've tried to look up juggling and fighting game mechanics on YouTube, and I haven't been able to find anything for the time that I've been looking. So juggling, right? It's like, what is actual code that will make juggling happen? Right? Like you do the hitbox, right? What do you code for what you hit to go up in the air and then have that, like anyone ever played a fighting game and you see how things get juggled? Like how do you code that? Right now I want to do it on Roblox and Unity. Right? Like I can make the characters, right? Like I know how to make the what's it called for Roblox, whatever it's called, using the skeleton and stuff, right? Like I know how to make the character, and I know how to make it for Unity, but I don't know how to code all these different things that I want to have the characters do. It would be nice if on YouTube or something there were videos where it's just like, oh, well, how do you make this mechanic? Okay, so here goes one way you can make it. There's tons of other ways you can make it. It would be also nice if in things like Unity, they had the code for how to do it. And it wasn't like, oh, you have to have like fucking 5 year background of information of how to code. It's like it's retarded as fuck. And the reason it's retarded as fuck is because we have all this code already done for ways to do so many things. It's already made. And then instead of having the information on how to make it all, and then the information of how to make it just free, and have ways to do it, and then have like one way that's specific, and then people look at that. Like people just don't want to do that type of stuff. And it's annoying when I'm watching tutorials on how to code things, and then people are like showing you how to make something, and then they leave out crucial information and descriptions. It's like, why code? Why teach someone how to code if you're not going to tell them what that type of code is? Like, what is that? What's the components? Like, it would be better to be like, okay, you need a string, you need a function, right? And then the function has to do this, and then that's how you make the string do this. Right? Like, no one ever gives any of those types of fucking breakdowns of just what the fuck you put there. Because I understand some code, but I don't know how to make it work for games and shit. But what I want to do is make games. And I don't have any money. I don't have any fucking way to just buy things and pay for a class and all that type of shit. So I'm just gonna make these videos explaining what mechanics and things that I want in the game. Like what functions and all of that. And then I might make a video separate from that, breaking down like the characters and their backstory and all that stuff. But that's the end of this video, and I'm gonna post that. Hopefully someone who knows how to do any of this shit could like link something, bro. Like anything. Anything will be fucking helpful at this point. Because I can't just use whatchamacallit, I can't just use the internet and sit down and design the fucking stuff with Roblox. Like I need the specific information on certain things. And what's annoying the most is like Roblox has a forum where they break down a lot of information, a lot of things. And they give you the basic information on how to code certain things. But it's like I don't understand why there isn't shit like that that just exists for everything. Right? Like if you want to make a phone, just fucking here. Just go to the Apple website. Here's the blueprints. Here's all the fucking resources that you would need. It's like that. If society and everything was just designed like that, people would be able to do so much more. Because there's tons of people who you could probably run a business. You could probably design something. You could probably make something. But the way to make it, you gotta go to college and you gotta do this, and you gotta study all this bullshit for this amount of time, and then you gotta do this, and you gotta get this license, then you gotta do that, and that, and this, and blah, 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 blah. It's like, and people pretend like all that shit's necessary, and then you'll have like a millionaire kid who was rich, so they were able to afford to do all this shit, which really just shits on everybody because it's like, okay, you'll just let these fucking kids who later on don't do much else with it do it, but then you'll pretend like people need like scholarships and shit to school. When the reality is people just need the fucking information, and they need what you use, whatever the tools are, to be more available. Like it's annoying that we go to school for math and shit, but we don't learn any math that's actually useful or could be used for things that are like, okay, would you ever want to fucking design something? Well, let's fucking teach you AutoCAD or some shit. Let's make that be a fucking mandatory thing in school. But no, you guys opt out for fucking what the fuck is it? Algebra. It's like it's so stupid. Algebra 1, 2, 3 calculus. Like what the fuck? Who uses any of that shit? Other like don't use rocket scientists or astrologists as an example. Who uses any of that shit? Don't use architectural people either. Who uses any of that shit? I just wanted to make this video because I'm gonna make some other videos. They're gonna be better than this video because I'm gonna be switching it back and forth, right? Like this. Oops. I'm gonna be switching it back and forth like this. Hold up, what? What's going on? Oh my god. How come this? Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. Press cancel. I'm gonna be switching it back and forth. Where, oh my god, where's the? I can't switch it back and forth or something. Come on now. Oh my god. Okay, I'm so confused right now because it was working just earlier. Okay, there. So I'm gonna be switching it back and forth to like this, right? And then showing like the art and things that I've made and what I want to actually have function in the game. The game's not that complicated. It's more like a game where it the way that I want to design it is supposed to get more complicated. It's supposed to be more whatchamacallit. All I want to do starting off is make an environment. Then I want to build on top of that environment of what you can do in that environment. Then I want to add in some missions. And I want to add very specific story. Like not all that side quest garbage bullshit. Like literally what I want to design is okay, you have this skill tree. You start off with a basic skill set. All the skill tree is for is adding more abilities to each attack you have, unlocking a few extra abilities, and then making your character infinitely scale for every ability. Right? It's like I don't want to develop a game where it's like, oh, you only get to be a character once you unlock everything, but by the time you unlock everything, you beat the game, so you got to play the game over. Like I hate that fucking motto. It's fucking annoying. Dark Souls does it the best with their scaling, cause you find weapons, you upgrade your character, you get every ability from the get go. There's no fucking oh I need experience. The only degree of that is like okay, if I want to use this sword, I need this much strength. But all you gotta do for that is kill some shit, and then you use the souls. It's like this, like it's annoying that other games don't adopt that. They'll go and adopt the boring ass trash fighting system that Dark Souls has. Where you just ugh, 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 and then instead of making it better, instead of adding to it, they actually figure out how to make that shit worse. Like that Code Vein game, I played it. It was fucking garbage. That game was fucking garbage. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video here, and then the next video is gonna be more put together.